Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to know whether you're manifesting from fear or from love, from lack or from abundance. If you are not quite sure, then we're going to go through all of the different signs or experiences that are going to help you identify your state of consciousness and see whether you are in lack or fear or in love and in abundance, aka in your old reality or your new reality. Before we're getting started, my name is Julia. I'm a manifestation coach and I offer one-on-one support. You can check all of my links out in the description box below. You'll find a link to my online shop, different kind of meditations and services. Not everything is linked below, but if you go to the online shop, everything is shown there. But there are also free resources linked here, like the link to my Instagram account where I post tons of content. And also you might want to roam around here in this YouTube channel and find playlists that are going to help you with your specific issues, problems, questions, desires, whatever you're looking for. There's tons of content on this YouTube channel as well. Now, we're going to get into a very, very exciting topic, and by the end of the video, we're already going to be much wiser when it comes to your state of consciousness and finding a state of consciousness that is actually helping you to manifest what you want. We're going to go through this and talk about it, and by the end of the video you're going to be more aware, and thus it's going to be easier for you to shift into the state of the wish fulfilled. So keep in mind, just simply by listening you are actually going to become more aware of your state of being, and it's going to become easier for you to shift. Now let's start with the state of lack, and let's look at it and look at the signs that are indicating that you are trying to manifest from lack. If you are in a state of lack or fear, you are going to feel like something is missing and you're trying to get something from your 3D reality, or you want to change something in your 3D reality so you feel at ease, you feel better, you feel some type of relief, you feel whole again. Basically, you're coming from that state where you feel like something is not enough. Sometimes you feel like you are not enough. Sometimes it's like you're feeling something is missing from your life. It all boils down to a state of lack. Now, when you're in the state of lack, you're going to feel fear, anxiety. You're going to feel a lot of pain, overwhelm, fear of not getting your desire. You're going to feel, I already said it, like you're not enough or something is not enough, something is missing. You're going to feel incomplete. You're going to feel probably stressed because you feel like something is missing. And you're going to, and I don't say that you are going to feel all of this, but these are some indicators that you're in a state of lack. And what can also happen is you can end up in a state of desperation where you so desperately want your manifestation or your desire because you're so deeply convinced that you are incomplete, that you're feeling desperate, and you're starting to chase after that manifestation. And this doesn't mean that you're only chasing after it externally, like literally running after it or trying to get something or someone to come to you or to be with you or to be in your possession. But it can also show in the way that you're doing your manifestation techniques. And here's where it gets a little tricky, but listen up, because I think many people are doing this. Many people who are commenting, not necessarily here on YouTube, but on Instagram, and not necessarily only on my page, but I heard other coaches talk about this. People asking lots of questions, and what can happen when you're manifesting is that you are desperately doing your techniques from a place of anxiety, from a place of desperation, from a place of lack, from a place of fear that you're not gonna get what you want, and you're trying to avoid those feelings by saying more and more and more and more affirmations. And there are people who, by saying a lot of affirmations, they know how to change their state of consciousness, or they know how to enter the state of the wish fulfilled. But there are also many people who are just affirming, and they're so anxious, and they're looking out into their 3D, trying to find where is my manifestation, and trying to somehow make the 3D change through your affirmations. Can you see why, if you're affirming or doing techniques in such a way, why it's not working? It's because you're in a state of lack. And a state of lack produces lack. It's a reflection. Your 3D is a reflection of your state of consciousness. So it's not like your techniques are changing the 3D. What really changes the 3D is your state of consciousness changes, your state of being changes, and then your 3D is reflecting that back. Yeah? So if you're feeling lots of stress, you feel like you need to rush, you feel like you need to hurry, time is difficult, it's difficult in general, it takes a lot of effort, and I don't mean the type of effort that feels good, you know. Doing techniques the right way can sometimes also feel a little challenging to get up and invest that energy. It's not like the same type of effort. One effort is like discipline, persistence, commitment, like good energies, light energies, energies that lift you up, energies that, you know, investing that commitment actually gives you energy. Versus when you're doing the technique from lack, you're going to feel drained, overwhelmed, burned out. That's what you're going to feel when you're in a state of lack. And really, the overarching truth about lack in manifesting is that you think that you're separate from your manifestation, and that's where you're trying to do something. Obviously, you have to try and do something to get it because you don't have it. Yeah? So you gotta recognize this illusion and stop engaging in it, because it will not bring you what you want. Let's look at the state of love and abundance, which you can already feel that it feels so much better. To the contrary, in a state of love, you're already feeling complete. You're already feeling like you're enough. You're enjoying the present moment without looking for anything. And you have energy and inspiration to align with your desired reality, but not because of something being missing in your life, not because you feel like something is not here. It's simply out of a pure desire, the joy to experience something. And when you're in love, and when you're a conscious manifestor, and when you're in abundance, you are manifesting knowing that the thing or the person that you want is not separate from you, because everything is one and everything is already existing within your consciousness. That's why it's easy for you when you're in abundance, in love, when you're in the mindset of a conscious master manifestor. And I'm using all of these words to help you align with what I mean, but you don't have to be a master manifestor. You don't have to be anything to apply this. You can intuitively apply this. I'm just trying to give you different words so you start aligning with that reality. When you're on this side, when you're in this state, you know that what you want is not separate from you, and you are feeling already complete, and that makes it easy to be creative and to go into your mind, to go within, and to simply practice and do your techniques for the sake of feeling good, for the sake of experiencing what you want now. And here's the big difference. You're not doing the technique to get something, you're doing the technique to enjoy something. Something that you experience is already being present within you. Something that you experience as pleasant, something that you simply enjoy in the moment. And then you let the 3D do whatever it wants to do, whatever it needs to do, but you're You're happy now. You're already fulfilled now. It doesn't mean that you never experience emotions that don't feel so great, but you're not attached to that old reality. You're simply processing them, and you're returning back to a state of possibility, of love, of consciousness, of awareness, of presence, of abundance, of gratitude. And those are the things that you're feeling in a state of love. You're feeling complete. You're feeling abundant. You're feeling loved. You're feeling happy. You're feeling motivated to do whatever you think that you need to do. You're feeling joyful. You're feeling happy and grateful even to process more difficult and challenging experiences. That's why I said it doesn't mean that you're always like this ball of light and that never experiences lower or more unpleasant emotions ever again. But you're doing that from a state of curiosity, from a state of acceptance, from a state of self-love and self-compassion. And when you're doing it that way, you're literally transmuting the old reality, and you're aligning more and more with your desired reality, with your wish fulfilled. It's as if you're still, of course, you're still on both sides. You're still a human being going through all the different emotions, but in one world, you feel completely isolated and like nobody cares about you. And the other world, you feel like, yeah, I experience these emotions, but that's okay, that's normal, I'm human, and there are lots of people caring for me and loving me, even if I have an emotion like anxiety or fear come up. Like, I still know in my mind or in my belief system or in my body, I still know that ultimately everything's okay. I'm gonna process this. Like, even if I have a fight with someone or some conflict, I'm coming back to this state of love over and over again. Yeah? We're constantly shifting states, so it's okay to go through different states throughout your day. I'm doing that all the time, but I'm always coming back to a state of love, of consciousness, and the more you do that, the more predominant and the more stable you're going to be on the side of love, and the easier it's going to be for you to process other states to which we almost inevitably go throughout our lives. Yeah, I don't want to say that it's normal or inevitable, but I noticed on my own journey, I'm going through different states, and I learned to process them so well that it's easier for me now to return to a state of love than it has been ever before. Yeah, it becomes more normal to experience love and consciousness and so on. So, to summarize, in a state of lack, you're going to feel fear, anxiety, stress, like you're not enough, and you're going to try and grasp at the 3D. You're going to try to grasp your manifestation, to chase your manifestation, to get it, because ultimately you feel separate. In a state of love, you are not doing that because you don't have to. You feel relaxed, you feel happy, life feels easy, and you're aware that your manifestation is not separate from you, thus you're not chasing it or trying to get it. You're aligning with it, and you're enjoying. When you're doing your techniques, you're not trying to get anything. You're enjoying already having it. That's the main difference between manifesting from fear and from love. Now, shall I do an example? I think I'll do a quick example, maybe two. Let's start with the all-time favorite specific person. When you're manifesting a specific person from love, and yeah, many people are kind of in that state or are asking questions from that state, is when you really feel like they're separate and for some reason you can't have them. You can't be with them. Painful state to be in. When you're staying in that state, trying to get them, that's when it's more difficult to get them, because you are in a self-concept that tells you that you don't have them, you need to get them. So you're always going to perpetuate, I don't have them, I need to get them, let's manifest them quickly. If we're moving this over here onto the side into a state of love, You're not changing anything necessarily through your action, but your action is going to change automatically and align with the new self-concept. And the new self-concept, the new identity, is what manifests. The identity of course I'm loved. Of course the person I want wants me. Of course I'm already with them. That's natural. But also, I wouldn't be so bothered if they were not here. Like, sorry, my phone just told me that I don't have a lot of battery left. So, but if I'm over here and I'm questioning my worth, if they're not, like, what I was trying to say, I got distracted here for a bit. What I was trying to say is, even if in this new reality they weren't around you, or you wouldn't have them yet in your 3D, you would already be knowing that you're so worthy no matter what. Your worth is not dependent on that person. Your life is not just a happy life because you have that person. Your life is a great life because you have so many amazing people in your life, and you have so many amazing activities in your life, and you're so grateful for yourself, and you have such a great relationship with yourself. So even in this new reality where you are with your specific person, from a state of love, you don't need them. It's not like you don't need anyone in your life, or you don't want anyone in your life. Yes, you want to be around people, but you are in a state of, I'm enough. In my reality, there is enough. I am loved. I am happy. I love myself. My life is good. I'm focused on myself and on my life. I'm focused on being love. And naturally, of course, I'm in this beautiful, loving, equal relationship or dynamic with the person I want. Can you see the difference? And you're doing the techniques in a way that makes you already enjoy that state of consciousness. Isn't it so wonderful? It really is. Another example, same holds true for money. If you're in the state of lack, you're always going to feel like, I don't have money, I don't have enough, what can I do to get money? Let's manifest. I need to change the 3D. I need to feel safe with the 3D. But it's not changing. Why? Because you're identified with not having money. We take this, put it over here, where we're identified as, of course I have money, of course money is pouring into my reality, of course I am safe. You're creating that within. You're experiencing, when you're practicing, you're enjoying that reality of already knowing that you're safe, that money is in your life, that you have enough money, that your income is increasing every month, like whatever you want your reality with money to be. You're enjoying that it's already so. As within, so without. So choose wisely, practice, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.